What's up, everybody? You saw the title. Time to tear into Apex Legends, which is not exactly the newest trend at the moment. Now, through the course of my several-month hiatus of making videos, I've compiled a list of features of Apex that I do not agree with, nor does the community. Now, keep in mind that most of this is from my personal experience through several months of playing this game, so I'm not exactly the best player. I'm not an Asu or a Timmy or anything like that, but just take everything I say with a grain of salt, because about 25% of this will be copium, with 75% or more being a valid argument or understandable point. So first on the list has to be audio.
No audio! Where's audio? Does sound even exist in this fucking game?
You know how sometimes you'll just get jumped on some Batman type shit from someone you never knew was right behind a corner charging a peacekeeper? Same here. Happens all the time. And it just frustrates me that a fundamental part of the game that greatly impacts decision making is just gone. I just don't understand why other sound cues need to be prioritized over close proximity footsteps of enemy players. And it just doesn't make sense to me that nothing has really been done, despite the fact that this has been an underlying issue for years, with, Reddit comments or Reddit posts going back almost half a decade, off of straight hopium, just hoping that the devs will look at it and fix their audio. But it's to no avail, obviously, as, this is taking place in an Apex Slander video. And I just don't understand why much hasn't been done, despite the fact that it is a core fundamental of Apex, no, not Apex, FPS games in general. Not to mention Imperial Hal, Fade, and Timmy have all talked about it, and nothing has really seemingly been done. Audio is still inconsistent as fuck. How about matchmaking? I don't really have much to say about matchmaking, since it's surprisingly consistently shit, and without fail, there's at least one Predator or one 3-stack of Masters in my games, and I am just plat. Not to mention my teammates are absolute fucking dog water. Like, straight out of Veggie Tales, about as useful as Joe Swanton in a fucking footbase. I don't understand how I'm able to get into games with people that play the game for fucking hundreds of hours every week, but get silver and bronze teammates while also getting stomped on by Twitch streamers and LGS players. Now, cheaters.
I can't take this shit no more, man.
My experience, I haven't seen many cheaters, but the sheer number of cheaters there could be is astronomical. And I can honestly see why they call it easy anti-cheat when it's about as hard to bypass as porn websites. I know that cheaters are hard to deal with, but the amount of people who use fucking Cronus strike packs and configs just astounds me. I'm truly shocked that Apex Legends hasn't done much to prevent it. How about LP distribution? It's about as skimpy as sauce on boneless wings, and it's gotten to the point where I genuinely feel like there is some element of RNG in there, because my squad and I will fucking Oppenheimer 30% of the lobby and still reap very few competitive. But yet it's so punishing to die before top 10 while actively seeking to get the very KP that will hardly help us rank up in the first place, because we don't like playing prop. We don't like hiding in a building and camping like it's the old days of Call of Duty. Not to mention, with how little kills are valued this season, no one wants to fight before top 10, because you already know there's gonna be a third, fourth, fifth after party. So now everyone's scared to come into contact with one another, like the fucking Fermi paradox. How about the developers? Yes, everyone's favorite topic. The developers that work for a company with long spindly fingers just waiting to squeeze pennies out of their player base. From mediocre skins that are just recolored that cost you $20 to the prioritization of said skins that would cost you like a burger and fries from Five Guys, or maybe food for your family from McDonald's. I just think it's kind of crazy hamburger that they're prioritizing cosmetics and overpriced Apex packs for the collection events instead of making their game better for their player base. Finally, servers. You know that time where you got shot around a corner when you tap strafe perfectly? Well, that's not a favor to the shooter mechanic. That's actually the servers being productive as Joe Biden. My Xbox 360 with a Minecraft disc still stuck in it runs better than these Apex servers, and like the fucking deepfakes of Mama and Baby Beast are of higher quality than these goddamn servers. Not to mention, I feel like every time I'm getting DDoSed every time I log onto the game and enter a gunfight and start teleporting around on some Sans type shit. And not to mention the rare disconnect, despite the fact I have NASA Wi-Fi and a stable internet connection. Anyways, that concludes the roast of Apex. If you want to see me stream, follow me on Twitch, but make sure to subscribe here and like the video, as it does help me a lot. Peace.